Stay to the end for horrifying twists in these 3 Christmas tales, but don't say you weren't warned. Story 1. The Ornament. The family decorated the tree with care, hanging shiny ornaments passed down for generations. At the top of the tree sat the newest addition, a glass ornament shaped like a grinning child. "Where'd this come from?" Sarah asked. No one knew, but they hung it anyway. That night, the sound of tiny footsteps echoed through the house. Sarah woke to find her youngest son staring at the tree. "The boy in the ornament says he's lonely," he whispered. She dismissed it as a bad dream. By morning, her son was gone, replaced by a tiny figure inside the ornament, his terrified face pressed against the glass. The grinning child on the tree now had company. The police arrived, baffled, but Sarah already knew. That night, she smashed the ornament in desperation. As the shards scattered, she heard a whisper, "Breaking me won't save you." She turned to see dozens of glass eyes staring from the tree. "Have you checked your ornaments? Subscribe, or you'll be next." Story 2. Caroler in the Snow. The town of Wintervale was known for its cheery Christmas carolers. Every year, they visited every house, filling the streets with songs of joy. But last year, a new caroler appeared, pale and silent, her frozen breath hanging in the air as she stood among the singers. She didn't sing, she just stared. The townsfolk noticed strange things. Homes the silent caroler visited grew colder, even with roaring fires. Families started disappearing, only their icy shadows left behind, frozen into the walls. The mayor banned caroling, but on Christmas Eve, the singing returned, louder than ever. When the townsfolk looked outside, the pale caroler stood alone, her black eyes scanning the houses. One by one, doors locked and lights dimmed, but she always found a way in. By morning, the town was silent, the streets buried in untouched snow. In the frost on the windows, her message remained. "You stopped the songs. Now I sing alone. Subscribe, or your house is next." Story 3. Santa's Visit. Tommy never believed in Santa, but his little sister Emily insisted they leave out milk and cookies. That Christmas Eve, the fireplace roared as a storm howled outside. Tommy stayed up late, determined to prove Santa wasn't real. At midnight, he heard a thump on the roof. Heavy boots clomped through the chimney. Tommy peered out, expecting his parents, but what slid into the room wasn't a jolly man in red. This Santa was impossibly tall, his gaunt frame draped in tattered robes. His beard was wiry and gray, and his eyes glowed like embers. The creature sniffed the air, its jagged teeth gleaming as it turned toward Tommy. "Awake, are we?" it rasped. "I only visit those who don't believe." Before Tommy could scream, the creature lunged, its icy claws wrapping around his throat. The next morning, Emily found a lump of coal on Tommy's pillow. Their parents searched everywhere, but Tommy was gone. Outside, boot prints in the snow led into the woods, disappearing under the heavy storm. From then on, Emily left out milk, cookies, and a note. "Please, I believe. Don't take me. Do you believe? You better. Subscribe, or Santa will come for you. Nowhere is safe this Christmas. Subscribe to escape the frost, the carols, and the claws, or face the icy horrors yourself."